stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up. In the rapper world today.
Uniting the races with truth. My bad, I was late. Uniting is my fault, and only my fault. Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I'm JLP Peterson. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Hi, y'all. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773. 888-77-JESSE. Jesse. Jesse. And my biblical question for this week is a doozy. It's a mamma mia. It's a hola. It's a si senor. Do you understand yourself? Do you understand yourself? Amazing question. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JLPeterson.com/show. And if you are out and about doing what you're doing, and you just can't sit and watch the show, but you would like to listen to it live as it is happening, live means as it's happening, right? You can be listening on your iPhone, iPad. You can podcast too, but you could be listening on your iPhone or iPad by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-41 4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. All right? It's Tuesday. And as you can see, Jesse is ready for Election Day. Amazing on his horse. It's Tuesday. And Tuesday is one of my favorite days because Tuesday is Country and Western Tuesday. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back my country to
What the?
me. Who let the dogs out? Woo. Amazing. Amazing. So, it's Tuesday. And not only is it Country and Western Tuesday, it is Election Day, Tuesday. And today, we, the voters, American, will decide which way they want their country to go. Which way do you want it to go? It is we, the people, not we, the government. We decide what we want the government to do for us. The government does not decide what we want it to do for us. I mean, what it wants to do for us. So today, you're going to decide which way you want your government to go. Isn't that amazing? It's voting time. Do you want to continue down the road of socialism and control by government? Or do you want to turn around and go back to capitalism and independence and freedom? And freedom. Which way you want your government to go? I mean, your country to go. You're going to decide today. I'm sure everybody and they mama, or if you're white, everybody and their mama going to be paying attention. Well, not everybody, of course, but the people who care. This has been an amazing election year in that it has divided like nothing else I've ever seen. Christ said that he came to divide and not to unite. Well, this election divided. Families from family members, friends from friends, co-workers from co-workers, co-workers from bosses, men from women, women from men, black from whites, Hispanics from Hispanics, Chinese, from Chinese, the rice from the grits. It has been very, very interesting. I do want to encourage you. I do want to encourage you to stay calm. It doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on, who you're voting for. Stay calm, whatever the outcome may be. Because at this point, we don't really know. Well, I don't. I'm having a wait-and-see attitude. And whatever will be, will be. But stay calm. I know some people are boarding up their businesses, and in some states, they are expecting a riot or something. That is insane to be expecting a riot in the United States of America on voting. But that's where we are today in America. There is no love in my country. Even though my country, America, is a Judeo-Christian country, there's no love. You can find hate everywhere, anger, but you cannot find love. You can look up and down the road, down the valley, the ocean, the mountain, and you will not find love. Isn't that amazing? In a Judeo-Christian nation, you can look into the churches. You can look at the whorehouse, slut-making house, and you cannot find love. You won't find it. And as a result, my country is falling apart, falling to pieces. Who would have thought? But today is the big day. Will we know tonight who won? Or will we know tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, or will it be days? We'll see. Get out and vote today if you haven't already. Go and vote if you haven't already. Trump, the Great White Hope, held his last rally in Michigan last night. Let me just check in and see what he has to say.
And then I tweeted, I have many millions between Facebook and Twitter. It's great. It's like owning a newspaper without the losses. It's incredible.
Amazing. He gave his last rally last night in Michigan. And this is from M Live. Former President Donald Trump held his final rally of the 2024 presidential race in West Michigan on Monday, November 4th, closing his campaign in the second largest city of the country, most crucial battleground state. Here is a soundbite from PBS News of Trump last night.
As we stand on the brink of rescuing our country, I want to take a moment to thank the millions of hardworking men and women who are the heart and soul of this, the greatest movement of all time. Because it's you much more so than me, frankly. You're incredible people. You built this country, and you're going to save this country, but you're incredible people. You're really incredible people. And as I said in the very beginning, this isn't my campaign. This is your campaign. This is a great campaign that's now it's 9 years, and we've been fighting side by side every step of the way. We've been together. That's why it's not even hard. People say to me, like very successful people, how do you stand up and talk in front of these people? And it's sort of easy because they're love. It's love in these rooms. I just left Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, fly up here, and the love was the same. It's such love, and it's not hard to do. It's much harder to do when you have people screaming at you. But there's love in this room. I think there's love in the whole country. I think it's a much bigger movement than we even understand. I think we're going to end up getting numbers that are far greater than we would expect. But you've given your time, your money, and your whole heart for for this cause, and your support means more than anything you can even understand. It's amazing. I love you all. You're very special. This is my last rally. Can you believe it?
Amazing. I wish you well, Mr. Great White Hope. Amazing. Today we will know, or tomorrow, or next week, at some point. We will see what happens. And I noticed that on both sides, the Democrats and the Republican side, most people is acting as though they sure their side will win. That's why I'm telling you, not the only reason. But I'm telling you to don't overreact. Stay calm. They want you to overreact. The enemy wants you to overreact. Don't do it. Stay calm. All right? Here is Trump call on citizens last night across the country to vote and promise to fight from PBS.
To every person and every citizen across this land, I am asking for the honor of your vote. I don't want your money. Most people want your money. I don't want any money. All I want you to do is go out today. Sounds a little strange. Go out today. Meaning go out in a few hours, okay? This guy's complicated because it sounds so much better when you say tomorrow when it's night, but that's okay. I want to be exactly accurate for them. But go out today and vote. And I guess 7 o'clock or whatever time it is, doesn't matter. And we're going to have the greatest victory in the history of our country. And as your president, I will fight for you every single day with every breath in my body. Together we will save this country, this great country that we love. We will defeat the corrupt system in Washington. Because I'm not running against Kamala. I'm running against an evil Democrat system. These are evil people. I wasn't running against Biden either. He was stuck in a basement. I didn't even run against him. I mean, no, we're running against a very evil system, and we have to defeat that system, and America's future will be an absolutely incredible one.
Amazing. You made the decision today. Do you want more socialism and control, or do you want to be free? Or do you want to be free? Do you want to stay with mama, or do you want to return to the father? Do you want to return to the father, or do you want to stay with mama? It's up to you, folks. So get out and vote. Don't overreact, whatever the outcome might be. Stay calm. Believe me, they want you to overreact. They want it more than anything for you to overreact. Don't do it. You will regret it. In life, period, not just in this election time, in life, period, if you want to be free, you got to stop overreacting. And there are some people who you're not supposed to overreact in life, and most people do. They're always overreacting, digging a deep hole for themselves in their personal life and public life. You bring on your own problems when you overreact. You can check that out for yourself. Pay attention to you. You'll see. It's you. Yes, There are evil people who want to bring on problems to you so that they can get the thrill of thinking that they're hurting you. They are out there because they're evil and they want to hurt you. And they get a thrill, which is evil thrill, but they call it their thrill. But you are responsible for you. So don't overreact. And like I say, this country is more divided. It's like evidence now. It's not even hidden that it is divided. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. It's best to know your enemies, they say. And there are some even so-called black pastors. They are like having a hissy fit. They want you, especially the blacks, to stay on the plantation of the Democratic Party. If you don't stay there, something is wrong with you. They call you names. They attack you because you refuse to stay on the plantation of the Democratic Party. Did you hear about this? This is from the Latin Time. A Birmingham Baptist church is targeting black voters with a sign calling those who plan to vote for Trump ignorant, stupid Negroes. Watch this from WVTM 13.
You don't feel this message is in any way racist at all?
Controversial church marquee messages are nothing new to Pastor Michael Jordan. Back in 2019, his New Era Baptist Church sign read, "A white vote for Trump is pure racism."
I want to get a message to African Americans and poor whites that we have a very serious election coming up.
That's why he decided to post these eye-catching mottos outside his house of worship before next Tuesday. This side suggests a black vote for Donald Trump could lead to a form of slavery.
If Donald Trump can control what we study and read or control our wages, we'll be substandard to him.
Word of Jordan's political messaging reached Montgomery. On social media, Republican Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth said Jordan should be trying to spread the gospel, not threaten, intimidate, and insult those who exercise their right to vote and support the candidate that is best for them. Those responsible for this sign should be ashamed.
But he's thinking from a Republican point of view. Donald Trump make sad, pitiful, negative statements about people every day.
But Jordan's political points don't stop with cotton-picking threats. He hurls serious insults at any African Americans aligning themselves with a former president.
Are you worried at all that when you use words like ignorant, stupid, Negro, as it says on your sign, you may offend people that may want to come to your church?
No, they know point blank it's an ear catcher.
It's an ear catcher. Where is the love, huh? Could a white preacher, put a sign in front of his church saying to white people, if you vote for Kamala Harris, you're stupid, you're ignorant, stupid, whitey. I think that's what they call white people, whitey. Could a white man do that at his church and get away with it? Or would he be called KKK, skinhead, Nazi, everything, if he did that at his own church? We have a double standard in America because the people are afraid. If the white people were not afraid, they can do it, just like this man did it. Where is the love? If you don't love all, you love none. You can't love one and hate the other. You can't say, oh, you love your family, but you hate your enemy. If you don't love your enemy, you don't love your family, your own children, your husband or your wife, or your daddy or your mama. This man has no love. Zero. All in the name of Jesus. A lot has happened. It's been amazing. It's been a long, hot summer, and keeping cool would be the thing to do. It's been a long, hot summer. That was a postcard prank on Kamala supporters. Have you seen this? Can you imagine that preacher have that sign on his church? You a stupid Negro. Think about that. Who's going to go in that church? And you already call them stupid Negroes. But anyway, so this prankster on Camilla's report was interesting too. This is from CBS. A Massachusetts voter thought she received a postcard from Kamala Harris' campaign. Upon flipping it, she was shocked to see a notice about a migrant family moving into her home. Watch this from NBC 10.
I put a lawn sign in my front yard, and I don't think I should be subjected to these fraudulent mailers.
When this 50-year-old Shrewsbury woman put up a Harris wall sign in front of her home, she just wanted to show her support. She never imagined she would be subjected to a campaign dirty trick.
It really creeped me out.
She was dismayed when the mail arrived this week and she received this postcard. It purports to be from the Harris campaign, thanking her for putting up a sign and alerting her a family from Nicaragua would be moving into her home.
That's when I realized it was an obvious attempt to try to either scare me or rage bait me and make me upset.
It's absolutely a scare tactic.
Suffolk University political science professor Rachel Cobb, an expert in political participation, says this is designed to confuse people and make them uneasy enough that they may decide to not vote.
And it is a tactic that is used by groups to make people uncomfortable, to heighten and raise the tension level, and do things to lower people's confidence in the kind of information that they're receiving.
Amazing. Can you imagine? You voted for Kamala Harris, and now a family from Nicaragua is moved into your house. Isn't that amazing? You're like, what the? My country is totally divided now. It's a mess. I'm glad I can remember and reflect on how amazing America was at one time. At least I can reflect. The younger people can't. Isn't that amazing? What a sad way to live. They would never know how fortunate they are to be born in one of the greatest countries at one time on this side of heaven. One last thing before the break, I think I have time. There was another prankster, according to this report. A woman received a similar letter in the mail. Watch this from NBC 10.
Another Shrewsbury resident received a similar postcard in the mail, except hers said she'd have a family of 5 from Guatemala moving in. As for the 50-year-old we interviewed, she's already reached out to the Shrewsbury Democratic Town Committee, which told her to file a police report and report it to the post office as well to see if any federal mail laws may have been broken.
It makes me angry, but if the takeaway of this was supposed to be don't put a lawn sign up and support a political candidate publicly, I feel the exact opposite. Next time there's an election, I'm going to put 3 signs in my yard.
She's going to fight, huh? What the? Can you imagine 3 people from Nicaragua moving in your house? What the? 888-7753-773. Election day. Back in a moment to your phone calls and Super Chats.
Years now, and when you talk about the illusion of racism and how it's just a divisive tool that the media uses, and it's just good and evil.
Yes.
And that's what we got to focus on. It really has changed my life. My perspective is totally different now. I'm more calm, I'm more peaceful. You know, when you talk about forgiving your mother and then you go with that hate, and it just transforms you. So I just want to thank you for that and let you know that, you know, you really are doing God's work by waking people up with this message.
Amazing, Aaron. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sure. I can hear the angels in heaven singing right now. They're rejoicing. That's amazing. Stay with the silent prayer. Speak up, don't resent, and doubt every thought. And Aaron, you have not seen anything. Anything. Happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas. Gabba gabba. That's right. A couple announcements. The Hake Report is coming up at 9 a.m. this morning. The Hake, H-A-K-E report.com from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific time. The guy with the good hair. And after the Hake Report, Joel Friday TV, he black. Joel Friday TV at 11 a.m., better known as Arkansas. And at 4 p.m., the American Anchor Baby. Energy given to him by God. It's not even a loan. It's been given to him. A gift from God. The American Anchor Baby at 4 p.m. And this Thursday night, Men's Forum, the first Thursday night of every month, Men's Forum. And the third Thursday night, ladies, get ready. This Thursday, though, at 7 p.m. for men only. 888-7753-773. Let me go to Bill out of Michigan. Bill, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Good morning, Jesse. How are you today?
All is well, sir. How are you?
All is well, Jesse.
Nice. Did you go see Trump?
I went and saw Trump, and I brought my 7-year-old daughter to see her. I saw him a couple of weeks ago downtown Detroit.
Right on.
And it was amazing.
Amazing. So how are you feeling about the election today?
Just like you said, I have a wait-and-see attitude.
Yeah.
When you have a wait-and-see attitude for everything, it's beautiful.
There is nothing like it, Bill. Always wait and see. Take no thought about tomorrow.
And I also want to tell you, I'll be at the Men's Forum Thursday night.
Amazing. Cool.
You know, this is going to be like my 7th time since I've found you in 2019 that I've come to the Men's Forum.
I know, man. It's amazing. You are committed to seeking the truth. All the way from Michigan, man. And it's like, you're part of the family now.
Well, I just want to tell everyone out there in the audience, it is truly an experience to go to L.A. and to go to the Men's Forum and then to go to your service on Sunday. I highly recommend it to anyone who's seeking God.
Yeah, it's amazing. They are amazing, that's for sure. I've been doing these meetings for 34 years now, almost 35, but 34, and I never stopped learning. I pay attention as I'm teaching. I'm being taught, and I never stopped learning. It's just been amazing. We are fortunate, Bill, to have these men's forums and the ladies' forum and the Sunday morning fellowship. It is a blessing. You're right.
So I'm going to let you go now, and I'll see you Thursday night.
Absolutely, man. I'll see you then. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Jesse.
Bill been coming for a long time, folks. He committed all the way from Michigan. Think about that. (888) 775-3773. There's a line open. Let me go to first-time caller out of Washington, Joseph. Joseph, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
All is well, Joseph. Thanks for calling.
I just want to say one thing. First, I love your show. I was born in Tehran, 1980. Brother, when I tell you I've come from the depths of depths, I love God. And we finally found a home here in Washington. But my question is this. There's no big church. There's no small church. And I'm an ordained pastor, and I've built churches my whole life here. What is your opinion on the lack of civility in religion in just general?
Well, they have weakened the men. The men are weak. The light,
absolutely.
And when men are weak, the light goes out because the light comes through the man, right? And because men are weak, it leaves the woman open, and she can't see. She needs the men to guide her, but the men are weak, and that's why religion is weak in America today.
Not only that, I believe fear. Once fear gets in man's heart, he'll do anything to stop that pain. He'll do anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't realize how much fear and anger human beings have. And it's like they have been told that fear and anger is good. And as a result, it has become a way of life for them. And it's only destroying. It's not uniting, that's for sure.
I truly believe the moment you let the outside thoughts, words, and energy affect the inside of your heart and spirit, the total vibration energy changes, and anything can be done to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. That's amazing. How do you feel?
Amazing! Come on!
How are you feeling about
I love your show!
Thank you. How are you feeling about the election today?
Brother, I was born in Tehran. When I tell you, in one day, we went from a democratic country to a religious state, nothing worse can happen. Nothing affects me. I'm having the time of my life watching people make an absolute fool of themselves. Shaking. Yeah. Why are you shaking?
Yeah. Is Tehran the same as Iran?
So Tehran is the capital of Iran. Yes, sir.
Oh, amazing. And so
amazing.
What is it like coming from a country like that and then seeing America becoming such a socialist country?
It's happening right in front of our face, and no one wants to speak. Now, I'm a fearless leader, brother. I'm a fearless leader.
So what is it like seeing that, coming from that, and now America is becoming that way? What do you think about that?
It's literally a movie. It's literally a movie, and people are picking the characters. Now, me personally, I just stand back and laugh. From a distance, life is just a comedy. Only when you pierce in and try to focus on one verse, you get so emotional. It's always been this way. Step back and detach your emotions. You'll see the truth. You'll see you're acting a fool.
Right on. Thank you, Joseph. I absolutely appreciate it. We'll see what happened. 888-7753-773. Let me go to Jeremy. Thank you, Joseph. Jeremy, a first-time caller out of Indiana. Jeremy, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Good morning. God bless, Jesse. It's wonderful to be able to talk to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So I don't really have much as a question. I just wanted to extend my gratitude. I'm a first-time dad. My little one's about to turn 3. And like I said, I just wanted to thank you for all of your truth-telling and the mirth, the comedy that you provide to American men and women and families as a result. You're helping me to grow to become a better gentleman in Christ.
Right on.
And I'm learning more each day, and I'm trying to maybe pay more attention to that silent prayer that you talk about. And, the previous caller, he mentioned fear And I saw a lot of that in my father. My father was present, but he didn't discipline me. I felt like he wasn't really there. So I'm trying to seek the wisdom from my elders. And you were one that I want to give absolute praise and gratitude for. So thank you very much, Jesse. God bless.
You're right. I appreciate that, Jeremy. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. And you haven't seen anything. It only gets better for you, all right?
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Amazing. There's a line open, 888-77-JESSE. Super chat. Super.
Over on buymeacoffee.com and Cash App, Bond JLP Cash App, T. Smith.
You voted for Jesse Lee Peterson today?
I'm going to. Just kidding. I'm not going to write him in. I'm not going to write in JLP because we have a good candidate.
That's right.
In our greatest president.
Next time.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I'm shaking my head because I'm thinking about Ronnie saying that he's too old.
Ronnie too old?
Ronnie from Ohio, our friend.
Uh-huh.
He said that Trump is too old.
Too old for what?
To be president.
What?
I'm shaking my head. Anyway.
Is Ronnie voting for Kamala?
I neglected to ask him that question.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
Yeah, I doubt it.
He may yet come to his senses.
I would have to hear Ronnie say he voted for Kamala.
Yeah.
To believe it.
Yeah, me too.
I can't. But anyway.
Anyway, T. Smith, donation on Cash App. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
JC bought a coffee. Hey, where are you getting this narrative that Ted Cruz is a rhino? Red Texans love Ted. All the major reputable conservative commentators back him strongly.
Amazing. Why is Ted Cruz so worried that he may lose to a Democrat? Or is he just saying that to get people to support him?
No, I think there's been some... remember, they thought that they had a chance with Beto. Didn't Beto...
Whatever happened to Beto? I don't hear anything about him anymore.
I think he's so immature, so obviously immature that people kind of just moved on from him. I don't know, though.
Oh, yeah. How about Butt Cheek? Pete.
That has nothing to do with Texas. Don't bring him up.
Oh, Pete Butt Cheek is out of Indiana.
Boot Edge.
What?
Boot Edge. He's the transportation secretary.
Oh, from Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But anyway.
I just think that he's a rhino compared to Trump, but I do support him. I support certain rhinos. He's a rhino whom I support.
Who is that?
Ted Cruz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather than Ted be running Texas than some Democrat.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so he's a rhino whom I like. He's not one of those rhinos you should vote against.
Right on.
If you don't mind, if you will. I just mean he's kind of intellectual. Anyway, Deplorable Dave, Rosamond, California, bought a coffee. Jesse, I have to ask. Ask. Who let the dogs out?
Oh.
Nice. Ariadne J bought 3 coffees. Love the way Proper Hake correctly says my name. Oh, thanks.
Nice.
White. What does the great white hope Papa Trump has to say on this beautiful day? Go vote, everyone. Trump 2024.
Thank you. God bless you. And God bless America.
Wow, what perfect timing. Amazing. God bless America. Nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ariadne. No more thoughts, bought a coffee. I'm still unconscious all the time, and I dream often at night, even though I do the prayer morning and night. Just last night, I had a weird dream. In it, I discovered that I had been adopted from Egypt. It felt real, even though I know I look like my parents. We're white. Sometimes Egyptians are too. But anyway, sometimes I think I'm doing the prayer wrong somehow. Is that just the devil telling me that?
Yes. If you're thinking it, you communicate with the devil. Let it pass. And you stay with it. And just watch. Watch. The thing that doesn't seem to click for most people, yeah, and some it is. All you need to do is watch. You just need to see those thoughts. You need to be aware of those thoughts. You need to see what you're thinking. The problem is most people don't see what they're thinking. You just need to be aware of it and don't run away from them. Don't do anything about it. Just see it. And seeing it is what changes. You can't do it. It's the light of the Father that allow you to see it. So don't let the devil tell you, oh, you're doing it wrong. And he's trying to deceive you to get you to stop doing it. He doesn't want you to see. That's why you need to practice being present. God said to pray without ceasing. And that means to stay present instead of lost in time in your imagination about the past or the future. So just practice seeing, staying present. You'll be fine. Thank you.
Thank you. No more thoughts. Tony bought a coffee. The question is, will Barack Obama be president again?
That was a good question.
Indeed.
Thank you.
So callous on Cash App. If Trump loses, I'm going to cry like a baby.
I cried over you. What a fool I've been. Yeah, I understand. Don't overreact. You can cry, but don't overreact. Amazing. Thank you.
I feel sad just thinking about it. Isaiah, with a very generous donation on Cash App. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Isaiah.
As always.
Yeah.
Tuffy34. Devon, pardon me if I'm butchering your name. Devan. The Donald Trump on the fallen state?
That's right.
On Cash App.
That's amazing. Sound good to me. Amazing. Thank you.
Lord Bibby 42, 5 coffees. Jesse, there's no country in Western Tuesday greater than a country in Western Tuesday where Donald Trump is elected the leader of the free world and on Hake's birthday nonetheless. Happy birthday, Hake. Love you guys and God bless.
Amazing. When is your birthday?
It was just my birthday in July 17th.
Right, July. White History Month.
That's right.
But it just goes on forever and ever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
Your birthday lasts longer than Jesus.
Jesse, by the way, says Lord Bibby with 3 more coffees, the economy has been so bad that we had to stop celebrating Hake's birthday every day. What the?
I know. It's
Trump,
too expensive.
Trump will right this wrong.
That's right. We'll see what happened today. How are you feeling about today? Hake.
Nervous.
Are you?
Butterflies in my stomach.
Beta. No.
Alpha.
Beta.
Yes.
Beta.
No. Cody bought a coffee. Last night I asked my father-in-law who he's voting for in front of my 7-year-old son. And he said, probably Trump. My 7-year-old son then asked, who is the other man? I said, it's a woman. He immediately replied with, what? Who would want a woman president?
I rest my case.
He was unguided in this. Then he said, I'm voting for Trump. Little
Right
alpha.
How old is his son?
7.
Nice.
Nice age.
That is. Right on for him.
I remember I was 7 when I told my mother to vote for the guy who was like Reagan.
Ronald?
The guy who was like Ronald Reagan, yeah.
Who that?
Bush.
Oh, Lord.
HW.
Is Bush still
He
around?
was the only guy. He was the only guy to vote for. What, you wanted to do caucus?
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Is Bush still around?
No, he died.
Bush died? Oh, the daddy
HW.
Bush. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
May his soul rest in peace. He did.
Yep.
Amazing. Thank you.
I don't think he voted for Trump.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
He
so,
can if he did.
True.
What now?
That's right. And thank you, guys. I do believe that is all for now.
Amazing. Thank you all.
Oh, no. Punchy. Punchy comment. Thank you.
Punchy.tv.
Good catch, Nick. Anchor baby. Cesar, 3 copies.
That's that energy given to him by God.
That Punchy TV episode from yesterday was golden. I genuinely felt like I was hanging out with the boys.
Right on. Check it out. Punchy.tv, right?
Yeah, and I think that we have a working preview this time.
I don't think so.
Well, I guess you can't call it a preview. It's a post view.
Yeah, but I don't think it's working.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're making me nervous. You made butterfly in my stomach now.
And now, thank you guys.
You want to take that risk, Nick? Let's see. This is Punchie TV from yesterday.
Blacks, though, they are base. If they believe in it, they're not going to mess with it.
If we took the over masculinity of black men and sprinkled it on some of these white men, the country will be back to normal.
What you guys thought about these dating apps? Because everybody's on the dating app.
I wouldn't do it.
Because it's desperate. Not because online is bad.
Of course, Tim Walt's nodding along like a simp white.
He was playing Madden with her.
Is that what he was doing?
Yeah, they were playing Madden.
Oh.
You don't play video games with women, man.
Wait, why not?
You don't do that stuff,
As a grown man, it's like beneath its dignity, though.
There's exceptions to the rule.
Amazing. Nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Punchie.tv. Check it out. Thank you.
And thank you, guys. I do believe that is all for now.
Right on. Thank you. That was an amazing teaser. Very nice.
Right on.
Let me go to first time call out of California. Jay. Jay, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, Jesse, big fan, man. How you doing this morning?
All is well, Jay. Thanks for calling.
All right. So I had a couple questions for you. I got a situation going on here, or whatever you want to call it. But I had been with this woman since 2020, I think 2020, is when we first started talking.
Right.
And everything was fine. Everything was great, whatever. And fast forward a couple of years, I think 2-3 years, I had proposed to her, Fine, that's fine, everything. And then we got married back in June. And we had a few arguments and, just how married couples do. And, or disagreements, I should say, I basically told her you weren't being intimate enough. And she was telling me that you're working all the time. So anyhow, we got in an argument one day. I was working a double, so she was home all day. But basically, when I get home, because we had gotten an argument that day, when I get home, basically, she cleared out the whole apartment. She took the couch, the dining table, everything. She took everything but my clothes, right? And then I had a cashier's check we left on the counter for, because we had a bank account, joint bank account. And she went into the account, and the balance was about $20,000. And she took, I think, $10,000 or $12,000 and left me $7,700.
Amazing.
And now, yeah, exactly. And now, there's going to be a point to where she realizes she screwed up because, all women are evil, and she's going to want to get back with me, but I just need to know, how do I not let her back in my life, for one? I know that sounds easier said than done, but and also, should I just let it go? Should I take her to court? What should I do?
Do you have children with her?
No, sir. Thank God I don't.
Oh, good, yeah. Did you take her name off your bank account?
Yes, sir. I went ahead and just closed that account.
Right on. Can you hold for a minute? Let me take a quick break.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hold on. 888-77-JESSE. 2 more hours to go. Hate coming in with the hate news, not the fake news, and I'll be back in a moment. I read or heard that some Republicans are starting to pull their advertisements from Google or whomever, right? Because so many conservatives are being shut down, discriminated against, shadow banned, and all that kind of stuff. So conservatives are starting to fight back. It is happening to us too. I'm just taking it one day at a time. But you can go to JLPTalk.com and find all the ways to support us. You can check out rebuildingdemand.com and support our nonprofit organization. You can call 800-411-BOND, 800-411-2663. And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share, and study. And also, we have thefatherstate.tv. Ring the bell.
There's some serious mess going on in the world, so shake in fear. This is the end of hour 1 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Tuesday, Country and Western Tuesday, November 5th, AD 2024. It is Election Day here in the so-called United States of America. The lines are full, guys. JLP will be right back to your excellent calls. But first, hake news, not fake news. And by the way, there is a men's forum this Thursday. It's the first Thursday of the month, 7 p.m. at Bond in Los Angeles. You can go to rebuildingtheman.com/events on the internet if you'd like more info, or if you need to know the info, or you can call the Bond office here, leave a message during off hours, or reach us during on hours, 9 to 4 Pacific time. 1-800-411-BOND, 1-800-411-2663. That number is free via Skype, even if you're overseas, by the way. Or the local number, 323-782-1980. 323-782-1980. After months of polarizing rhetoric, commie nonsense reports, unexpected pivots, and misinformation galore, election season is finally coming to a close. But regardless of what happens today and in the days and weeks that follow, if they follow, sharp political divides will remain, and we will have to face people with divergent opinions. There are many ways to avoid conflict with the people around you as the election dust settles. Unnecessary conflict, that is. And election day, Americans head to the polls today, so-called Americans, to cast their votes. You know I will be, for our greatest president, Trump, with JLP as an alternate. Nice. Vice President cackling Kamala Harris and our greatest President Trump made contrasting closing pitches yesterday, Monday night. They each need at least 270 electoral votes to win the White House, to turn it black on the inside, blacker on the inside, or white. Return it to white on the inside. Beautiful, washed white as snow with the blood of Jesus. That's Trump. The battleground states of Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, PA, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin expected to be pivotal to the path to victory. In a sign of just how tight the race for president is, supposedly, they say. Kamala and Trump, they tied with 3 votes each in the tiny New Hampshire community of Dixville Notch. Dixville Notch. 3 votes each. 3 versus 3 in New Hampshire, which opened and closed its polls just after midnight in a decades-old tradition. You can check out the play-by-play on American Anchor Baby this evening. American Anchor Baby will be live this evening. Check it out. Striking so-called workers, non-workers really, at Boeing, they voted on Monday to accept the company's most recent offer, ending the costliest strike in the United States in more than 25 years. The International Association of Machinists, shout out to the machinists, say the rank and file members voted by 59% to approve the deal. Members had voted almost unanimously against Boeing's first offer on the eve of their strike, before they struck, I don't know. And then 64% voted against the second offer less than 2 weeks ago. 33,000 union members, useful idiots, sorry, who have been on strike since September 13th, will return to work Wednesday. The deal calls for an immediate raise of 13%. For what? And subsequent smaller raises over the next 4 years that will add up to more than 43% pay increase. Shout out to any machinists who are catching hake news right now on the JLP show. Workers also get a ratification bonus of $12,000, part of which they can contribute to their 401k retirement accounts, but the deal did not restore the traditional pension plan that they lost in 2014, thanks Obama, under the previous labor deal. What a mess, huh? You can check out all things JLP in the network by going to jesseleepeterson.com/show. But now back to JLP Hour 2.
to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. Welcome to the second hour of the show today. You can get involved by calling 888-77-53-773. 888-77-JESSE. And my brand new biblical question, do you understand yourself? Do you understand yourself? Do you understand? And you can listen to the show live no matter where you are and what you're doing. Voting, you're taking fentanyl, or you're overdosing with fentanyl, or you're trying to get off fentanyl, or you're from Nicaragua and you're about to move into the Democrats' home. Whatever you're doing, you can be listening to the show on your iPhone or iPad by calling the listen line and talk stream live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. It's Tuesday. It's the second hour on Tuesday. Not only is it Voting Tuesday, it is Country and Western Tuesday. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back my country to me. What the? Who let the dogs out? Amazing. Amazing. I want to go back to Jay out of first time call out of California. And Jay said that his wife left him. He came home one day from work and she was gone, and all the furniture and everything, at least the couch and everything, and part of the money from the bank. He want to know, should he take her back? Because he knows she's going to want to come back. Am I right, Jay?
Yes, sir, that's correct. And no, I didn't say should I take her back. I said there's going to be a time when she does call me here in the future.
Uh-huh.
And she's going to want me to take her back.
Oh, okay.
You know, she's done this little BS in the past, but it was obviously on a smaller scale, right? I just was blind to see it.
And why have you taken her, if she's done stuff like this before, why have you taken her back?
But it wasn't anything to this scale. It was...
oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying? It was just petty stuff. Like, we would break up and then get back together. You know? Yeah. And that happened like a couple times. But it wasn't to this degree. This is amazing when I walked in.
How do you feel that she's gone? How are you feeling about it? What are you thinking about it?
You know, honestly, to tell you the truth, I thought I was going to be, heartbroken or devastated. I actually feel more free, peace of mind.
Yeah. Here's what I recommend. Good. That's what you need to be doing. Instead of tripping, you should be at peace.
Can't be a beta baby.
That's right. You don't want to be beta.
Beta.
So here's what I recommend. I would recommend don't plan what you're going to do with her at this point.
Okay.
I would totally work on myself now. You know, I would go within and work on me, and don't call her to ask her back. Don't call her.
No.
Don't see if she's gonna come back, and just wait and see what happens with that, and just work on you. Make sure you take her name off your bank account so she can't take your money and all that, and just totally work on you. If she should call, God forbid, but I hate using it, but I will.
Right.
And, just wait to see how you're gonna deal with it, but don't beg her back because she just might realize that how wrong she is and that her problems are her problems, and maybe she will repent. You know what? I'm sorry, I was wrong. You never know, but just work on you. Don't look for another woman at all, and just work on you. And if God wants you to have another one, he will add the right one unto you, and this one would last until death do you part. But have you gone and forgiven your mother and father?
Yes, sir. Since I've been listening to you, yes.
Oh, okay. How did it go when you went and forgave your mother?
Not so good.
What happened?
It went great for me. Just it wasn't so good for her. What happened is I don't think women like hearing the truth very much.
Right, they don't.
You know, so it rubbed her the wrong way, or however you want to say it. She just didn't like what I was saying.
Yeah.
But she came back around, you know.
Right on.
Yeah.
And your father?
Yeah, she came. My father, so, you know, they've been divorced since I was 2, but I was told all kinds of lies, and, you know, he was this way and that way. And I just went over there to him, and I just asked him everything, you know, and he kind of told me what it was, and, you know, I forgave him. There's no point to hold it against him. He had no control over it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Amazing. That's
good. It's not just his fault. You know, it's not just his fault.
Well, I would
you gotta look at both sides of the story.
Yeah, you're right. So let this woman go, and you just do the silent prayer, practice staying present, go to work, save some money, and live your life, and just let life happen now, and you'll be amazed how your life will become. It will be really beautiful.
And also, Jesse, I think the main problem was, honestly, I think it was her mother.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah, she. I honestly believe that because, you know, she kept letting her be in our relationship in the sense of, you know, if I tell you something, you're not supposed to just go run to your mother and tell her.
Right. That's why God said, take your wife far away from her family, because
and that was my first mistake.
And how was it a mistake? What'd you do?
Well, at the time, I didn't realize it. So we had got married, and we were trying to find a place. So it kind of got to the point where, you know, I kind of just got to get what I can get because there wasn't so much availability.
Yeah.
So we got the apartment, and at that time, I didn't realize it because everything was moving kind of fast. But now when I've had time to sit down and think about it, you know, we moved like 4 miles away from her mom. But now I know why we moved 4 miles away from her mom. It's because every time we have an argument or anything, she could just run over there.
Yeah, yeah. The worst thing, one of the worst things, a man and a husband and wife can do is to move near the mother, on either side, the man's mother or the wife's mother. You're supposed to move far away. Don't let them come live with you. Don't let the wife be running to her when there are issues between the husband and the wife. She will destroy that marriage for sure.
She already destroyed it for me. I'm never going back. She can say what she wants to say, but it's over.
Nice. Well, just work on you, and when memories come, and they will.
Hell yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Yeah, about the memories. What do I do about the thoughts?
Let them pass. Don't hold on to them. Don't run away from them. Don't deny them. Just watch them, and they will pass. Go through the valley of the shadow of death. Let them pass because it's just a memory. It's not reality. But the memory will make you say, oh, I love her. She loved me. We had a good time. we this and we that.
Starts breaking you down.
Right, and it's all lies. All thoughts are all lies all the time. So let them pass. Don't take them as reality at all.
Okay, right on. I will. And man, I can't even believe I got through. I watch your show almost every day, Jesse. You done changed my life, man, for the better. Of course.
You stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, and you haven't seen anything yet. Especially when you practice staying present rather than being lost in your head thinking about the past or the future. That's where evil dwells, in the imagination and in time. So practice staying present, and I promise you, you'll be fine.
Okay, yeah, even my sister was saying the same thing. She was like, you've never been this way. Why you acting like that? What's wrong with you? And I realize now, you become who you live with, She had nervous energy, and she was always worried about this and that. I'm the type of guy like, we'll deal with it when it gets here. I don't worry about it all week.
Yeah.
And then still going to get the same result that you would by not worrying about it.
Well, you stay with it now. You have opportunity now to just go within and work on you and let life happen for you, and it will.
And also, thank God it happened now. Whatever, she took whatever, that's fine. That's all materialistic stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm glad God showed me now, because what if here in the future I would have had my business going and I would have had a house and all this stuff.
And you would have had children.
And children. And then what?
Yeah. It'll be pure hell, man. So
what a mess.
What a mess. So stay present and work on you now and live your life, all right? And if she want to get a divorce, let her get a divorce. That's on her. And you just work on you.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right, but I wish you well. Call me again.
I will, Jesse. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. 888-7753-773. Let me go to RAMZI, I believe, out of Kansas. RAMZI, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi, thank you.
You're welcome.
I talked to you yesterday.
Okay. Thanks for calling back.
I asked you about normalcy and morality.
Oh, yeah, I remember yesterday. You now. Yeah.
I went back and I listened closely to our conversation, and I noticed something that was a little odd to me, which was when it came to the topic of morality, at one point you said there's no such thing. What did you mean by that?
That there's no such thing as morality.
Yes. What does that mean?
That means it doesn't exist.
Well, why do I think it exists?
Because you're not your thoughts, and you're just thinking it. And because you think it, you believe it, and you're trying to make it happen, and it's not going to happen because you think morality is this, and then that makes you think that immorality is this. And so you're trying to balance them. You're trying to make one or the other happen, and you can't because they're just thoughts. They're just ideas, and they don't work.
Well, I believe that there are facts about things, right? Like
there are
that
facts.
A triangle has three sides, right, is a fact, right?
And what does that have to do with morality?
I think if someone said it is wrong to torture children, that's a fact.
But what does that have to do with morality? We all know that.
Well, morality has to do with right and wrong.
I'm sorry?
Morality has to do with right and wrong.
But you don't know what's right and wrong. You know what's wrong is, but you don't know what's right. You only know wrong.
Well, isn't like helping an old lady across the street right?
No, it's neither right nor wrong.
Well, what about feeding the hungry? Isn't that right?
Nope, that's neither right nor wrong. Look how awful the hungry people are now. The homeless people are some of the most meanest, nasty, entitled people you ever want to see because they've been spoiled and they've been told that Somebody owe them something. Someone gonna take care of you. Someone gonna feed you, pull you. You having a rough time in life, and now they are selfish. They throw trash everywhere. They don't care. So no, that's not right.
Well, even if you only believe that wrong things have facts, that's still really big. You can study morality based on what you think is wrong. You know, what
But how
you
are you
shouldn't
going to
do.
study morality and you don't even know what it is? And you only know wrong because you are wrong, and that's all you are. Your nature is wrong. And so you don't know what morality is. You don't know what right is. And that's why no one can keep morality. And when they try, it destroys them because they go from morality to the lack of morality. And they work hard to get back, they think, and they go back. And they're back and forth, and they never get it right because it's just an idea. And ideas don't work. They are not real.
Let me try a different line, which is that when it comes to chemistry or physics, you trust the experts who study it, the chemists and the physicists. You don't have all the answers to all of the questions, but you kind of trust that they're telling you something that's true. But there are people who study morality professionally. They read books and they write books and they teach on the topic of morality. Why shouldn't I believe that they're telling me something that's true when they say that there's a moral flavor to reality?
Well, they're only telling you because that's what they think as well. They're in their imagination, they're in their intellect, and they're just telling you their ideas. And you should not hold on to anyone's ideas. You hear the knowledge, you let it pass so you can know the truth for yourself.
How can we discourage people from doing bad things? How can we educate them that bad things are bad?
By not educating them. Let them live the life that they want to live. Let them be evil. Let them do bad things. Let them live their life. You can't stop them from doing it. You can't chase them. You help them by staying out of their lives, not being angry at them, don't judge them, but don't be a part. Let them live the way they want to live. They want to hurt somebody, let them hurt. That's on them.
Can't we say that things like love and acquiring truth are good?
No, because no one knows what love is. So how can you say love is good when you don't know what it is?
I think we have an idea.
I know, that's the problem. If you didn't have an idea of what love is, you would know what love is. But your ideas are just ideas. Ideas, and that's why God said, get rid of all ideas. You need a clear mind because your ideas about anything is wrong.
So do you think that God is not love? Or is God love?
God is love, but you don't know what that means. You just have an idea about that, but you have no idea. You don't know what it is at all. You're just an idea, and an idea about God and about love is just an idea. It doesn't work.
All right, let me one last thing, and then I'll let you go.
All right.
Which is earlier in the call, I heard you say, like there's love missing from the world, that you can go around looking for love and you won't find it, or something like that.
Yes,
right?
yes.
But I want to say that there's a church nearby me, and they've shown me love. They've supported me, and they've been really kind to me. So I just wanted to say that I found love in the church.
They have not shown you love there.
Okay.
Because the love is, you think they showed you love because they did something that made you feel good. All they did was made you feel good, and then they felt good about doing what they did for you, but it still wasn't love. It's just a feel-good feeling, which is just a thrill.
So have you ever loved?
No.
Or felt love? Okay.
No.
So
no.
we don't. It's like a total mystery. We don't know what we're talking about.
Right. Absolutely. No one knows, and you're never gonna know until you start looking within. Until you see what you don't know, you would never know. But you got to see what you don't know first, and most people don't see that they don't know. They have ideas.
I think the way that you encourage people to do what's natural and you discourage them from doing what's unnatural, I like to encourage people to do what I call moral, and I discourage them from doing what I call immoral.
But you
maybe those words are like we're using different words in the same way.
But you can't discourage anyone from doing immoral things because you don't know what it is yourself.
All right, I'll think about what you said, Jesse.
All right. Thank you, Ramsey. Very interesting.
Have a good day.
You too, buddy. Very interesting. Very interesting. You don't know one human being that know what morality is. Not one. Now, you know everybody that knows what is not, and they say they know what it is, and yet they can't keep it themselves. We don't know what we don't know until we don't know what we don't know until we see what we don't know, and then we would know. However, what the? Just think about in your own personal life. Look how hard you try to be moral, and you're not. And then even you try to judge other people who you say are not moral, so you can feel like you are moral, and you're not. Think about that one. It's just a thrill. When people judge, they're only judging because they want to feel good about being wrong themselves. They know they're wrong, and so they got to judge somebody else so they can feel right. And they're right, and it's based on what they think morals are, and it's not. It's not even working. What the? It's just an idea. Let me go quickly back to the phones. Let me go to first-time caller, Nick, out of Massachusetts. Nick, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Good morning, Jesse. How are you doing today?
All is well. Thanks for calling.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, sir.
So, last month in Massachusetts, we passed one of the most radical gun control bills, and a lot of people in the state are very angry about it. But one of the things about the bill that caught my eye was they made it okay for people that have EBT cards to want to buy ammunition, and it made me go, huh? So I want to know what your thoughts about that are, and what is your stance on gun control itself?
Well, I'm not familiar with that bill at all. This is my first time hearing about it, but I am not for gun control. I think that we should have the right to bear arms. And then if you notice the people who are pushing these laws, gun control laws, they're heavily loaded. They're armed. You know, they have bodyguards, they have security guards, they have guns themselves, but they want you defenseless. And I'm not for, we have a right to the Second Amendment. That's the only thing I'm accepting. We have a right to the Second Amendment. No one has a right to pass laws to take our weapons away from us.
Totally agree with you. I think everyone should have the right.
Yeah. What a mess. Did you vote?
Yes, I did.
And did you vote for the Great White Hope?
Yes, me and my wife both voted for him.
Right on. Well, let's see what happens.
Only time will tell.
That's right. What a mess. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful day, Jesse.
You too, buddy. 888-7753-773. 888-77. Jesse, let me go to Presley. Presley out of Colorado. Let's see here. Presley, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning, Presley.
Jesse,
love everything you do, and I just want to get your opinion on something you're always saying.
All right.
And I'm not disagreeing. I'm just wanting to get your perspective on this thought. And you say all thoughts are all lies all the time about anything.
Yes.
So is there any aspect of that could be considered a lie?
That all thoughts are all lies?
Could that be a lie? That's basically what I'm asking.
Oh, no. That is not a lie, for sure. And you can test it and find out by stop listening to your thoughts about the past or the future, or about you, whether you're good or bad, about worry, about anger, about loneliness, suicidal thought. Stop listening to those thoughts about those things. You'll see for yourself if it's a lie or not.
Well, that thought, it was a thought. So I totally agree with you. Thank you. That's amazing.
Amazing.
Have a blessed day, sir.
You too, buddy. Thank you. 888-7753-773. Super chat. Super.
Jill says Jesse said it was shaking in the boots week.
That's right.
That's the assignment.
That's the assignment. And for 1 week, I gave the assignment to the fellowship on Sunday, last Sunday. For 1 week, shaking your boots. Have you been doing it, Nick? Have you had to shake yet?
I don't think so. I'm waiting for the shaking.
And the greater the shake is, the better you are. Better off you are. Did you have to shake your hake?
I think I did.
Maybe
Yeah.
Keep doing it until Sunday. Amazing.
Thank you. Aries 1 with a diamond.
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you, Jill. Aries 1 with a diamond. No message. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Pastor Chatelet on Rumble.
You got to know how to rumble.
Arnold Schwarzenegger says, screw your freedoms. You will take a family from Nicaragua. And then he remembers his babysitter. Pardon me if I'm not supposed to say that word.
I may have not heard this, but I may have the wrong person in mind. But then Arnold Schwarzenegger vote for Kamala Harris or something?
He endorsed her.
He endorsed
This
her.
long, ridiculous X post on X.
That's amazing.
Yeah, embarrassing.
What happened to Schwarzenegger?
I think he lost all his T. He has low T.
T?
Testosterone?
Oh, he does?
I'm making that up.
Oh, you made that up?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know that for a fact. He doesn't know that for sure.
I'm
folks.
kidding.
Yeah, he's joking.
Sorry, Arnold.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, he's been kind of anti-Trump. Maybe it's jealousy because Trump is a star and he's a capable leader, and Arnold was a star, but he was a failure as a governor.
He was awful as a governor. It was like I was surprised how bad he was.
Nobody liked him.
Right.
Not even the liberals, not the Mexicans whom he let stay.
Right. No one liked. Didn't he take over Trump's show or something?
Oh, yeah, he tried to.
and he lost.
Yeah, he didn't have that.
He ended up
natural-
losing it, and Trump called him a loser.
Probably.
Yeah. Something like that happened. I'm not clear, but something like that happened for sure.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why he support Kamala. He doesn't like Trump, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What a mess.
Tony bought a coffee as I walk. The liberal Marxist Democrats on my left and the Rhino Republicans on my right. Now that's the valley of death.
Repeat that?
I can't. We don't have time. I'll have to repeat it after the break.
Okay. I was reading something Nick was at me.
Okay.
I was distracted. But
we'll read the rest later.
Yeah, quick break. Back in a moment. Steve, thank you for calling and thanks for holding. How have you been helped by the show?
I'm going to tell you this.
I believe you might go down in history as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, black man that ever lived on planet Earth, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know anybody before you that's been that great. You know, freeing the slaves is one thing, but you've been freeing people of their mind, which matters, it should be anyhow, to you more than anything else, because with the mind not being right, there ain't nothing else going to happen right anyway.
If you can doubt every thought because you're not your thoughts, if you can doubt every thought, knowing that you're not your thoughts, you don't create them, they're not from God, that they're from the deceiver, the great deceiver, Satan. If you can doubt every thought, you can be free just like that. At an instant. Bring every thought into captivity. It's so amazing. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. Couple announcements. Get your Christmas orders in. Your Christmas gifts, your books and everything, so we can get them signed and mail them back out to you as quickly as possible in hopes that you will get them before Christmas. Don't wait too late. You know how the snail mail is nowadays, right? So get your books orders in, your merch. Get your merch. Go to rebuildingtheman.com/stores. Rebuildingtheman.com/stores. Amazing merch, amazing books. And I will sign them to whomever you like. And we'll try to get things back out to you before Christmas, all right? And it's the end of the year. Time to give. And my nonprofit, it's a tax-deductible organization, so give to Bond, Rebuilding the Man, Rebuilding the Family by Rebuilding the Man. And donate to Bond. We got a lot going on there. Rebuildingtheman.com/donate. Rebuildingtheman.com/donate. Right, James?
Yes.
/donate, right? Or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. All right? Amazing. Let's finish those super chats and we'll get back to the callers.
Okay. On buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, Tony stated, as I walk the Marxist liberal Democrats on my left and the Rhino Republicans on my right, now that's the valley of death.
Oh, tell me that again.
This is the third time.
I know.
Strike two. As I walk the Marxist liberal Democrats on my left and the Rhino Republicans on my right, now that's the valley of death.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Lori bought a coffee. Biblical question answer.
Do you understand yourself?
I understand. I've been possessed by the devil, and now I'm being possessed by God. God is dividing me from evil, says Lori.
Thank you, Lori. I'll put my little 2 cents in on Sunday. I appreciate it.
Sion bought a coffee. Jesse's.
Hey, Sion.
He cares about the homeless, too. Just listen to what Larry Elder said about how he treat people, including the homeless. He just don't broadcast it. Jesse treats everyone the same, just like Donald Trump does. People who want to visit him at Bond told me how welcoming he was.
Amazing. Thank you, Sion. And Sion, did you tell me you were moving to Africa or somewhere?
Yeah, I'm wondering if she's super chatting from
Are you in Africa already? And did your boyfriend go with you? Did she have a new boyfriend?
She did. I don't know.
Did your boyfriend go to Africa? And are you there already? And I do wish you well, Sion. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, Sion. On Cash App, William says, shaking in my little space boots. Lord. Thank you, Will Rico.
Shaking in your boots for a week. That's the assignment. Amazing. Thank you.
Charles says, let's go, Great White Hope. Love the show, JLP.
Thank you. Get out and vote. Today is a big day. You decide which way you want your country to go. Continue down the road of socialism or return to capitalism. Continue down the road of enslavement or return to freedom. It's your decision. Thank you.
On D Live, Kid Combo 1.0 with a diamond. Didn't I blow your mind this time?
Didn't I?
Musical notes emoji and black person emoji.
Amazing. Thank you.
And thank you, guys. I do believe that is all for now.
Amazing. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Let me go to Stephanie out of North Carolina. Stephanie, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, how you?
All is well, thank you. So my question, right, I'm going to try to not stumble over my words here. So, you know how you say the worst thing that happened to America was the civil rights movement?
Yes.
And so,
other than abortion.
That too, yeah. What my question to you is about the women's right to vote, right? Women's suffrage, right? And also, the civil rights movement. So women, fought for the right to work like a man, and then they fought for the right to vote like a man. Do we really even deserve that right?
No.
No. Okay.
You neither deserve it or not. It's just that it was known when men were men, boys were boys. It was known that women are emotional and they make decisions based on how they think and feel, and those decisions are always wrong. And so when they were not allowing women to vote, it was because of that. And most women didn't have a problem with that because they knew, especially the women of the good old days, they knew that women were too emotional to vote.
Right. I agree.
I like it. When I become president, one of the things I would do is you can only vote if you own land, own property, house or land, something like that. Other than that, you shouldn't be able to vote.
Correct. I agree.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
How are you feeling about the election today?
Indifferent, I guess. I mean, I don't vote. I don't feel like I deserve that right, so I don't vote.
Nice.
But yeah.
Well,
I mean, if I did vote, I would have voted for Trump, but
there you go.
I don't.
Right on. No, it was a big mistake to allow women to vote. And nowadays, they say that there are more women than there are men. And you see how the more you allow them to get in leadership, how bad things are becoming. It's only getting worse. There's no sign that things are improving at all.
Right. I agree.
What a mess.
What a mess.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Jesse. Thanks for all you do and your words and your teaching. I really appreciate it.
Right on. Thank you. Amazing.
Thanks.
All right. 888-7753-773. Let me go to Florida and talk to Daniel. Daniel, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hello, Jesse. How's it going?
All is well, Daniel.
Dang, I really can't believe I'm talking to you right now.
Amazing.
Amazing. Beta.
Don't be a beta.
But hey, my question to you is there such thing as a good woman?
No.
Dang.
You said dang?
Yeah.
And why are you disappointed?
Because I always wondered, what good qualities should I look for in a woman?
Zero.
If I want to get married.
None.
None at all?
Because you're not going to find any.
Is there ever a reason to get married? Like, what's the purpose of getting married?
If you want to make babies, if you want a family, if you want children. If you don't want children, there's no reason to get married. Zero.
That makes a lot of sense. And
even if you do get married, you say, you know what, I want some children and we get married, right? Don't look for the wife at all. It's just work on yourself and only seek what's right, the truth. Look for the kingdom of heaven. And God will add that woman unto you. And if it's meant to be, he will add it. And it'll be a wife that you will have until death do you part. And you won't have to fight with her. You won't have to try to control her. You won't have to tell her what to do or anything. It'll be the right wife for you. And you will be the right husband for her. But if you look for it, you're going to always find the wrong one, and you're going to always end up in a fight.
I really appreciate the advice, Jesse. Seriously. And being able to speak to you for the first time ever is incredible, and it's a privilege. Also, I heard earlier that you said you wanted to be the president, right?
I said, yeah, when I become president, I'm going to, the only way that people can vote is if they own a property.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of responsibility to own property in the first place. There's a lot of, things you have to prove to the society.
And the people who don't own property, they always vote for the wrong bills, and you as a property owner end up suffering for it. Your property values go through the roof. Your property taxes go through the roof. Everything gets expensive because the government take your money and give it to the ones that the ones that are voting for socialism, and you end up paying the price for it.
Yeah, like the immigrants, the illegal immigrants.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, who do you think is gonna win this election?
I don't.
Being completely honest.
I don't know. In all honesty, I hope that the Great White Hope win, of course, and that's
the Great White Hope.
That's right. That's who I voted for. But in all honesty, I have to have a wait and see. Did you vote already?
This is my last day. I'm gonna hit the buzzer beater, last shot.
Right
It's
on.
gonna be the last final vote that will win Trump the election.
Right
Mark my
on.
words.
I hope you're right, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the advice, Jesse. God bless you.
You too, buddy. Take care now.
And you will have my vote.
Right on. See there? Oh, amazing. Thank you.
Amazing.
All right. Amazing. 888-77-53773. Let me go to Richard out of California. Richard, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, Richard.
I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. There's these just things that you don't hear anymore. One of them was on election day. They couldn't sell liquor from 6 o'clock in the morning until after the polls closed. Do you remember that?
I totally I had forgotten about that completely, and I do remember. Absolutely.
Okay,
wow.
I don't know when it ended.
I don't either. I don't remember when it ended. I remember when the liquor stores could not be open on Sundays.
That's right. Yeah, that's true.
Grandpa tell me about the good old days. It's amazing how things have changed. I forgot that was happening at one time.
Yeah, that sure was. Another one is Indian Summer. You remember Indian Summer? Call it Indian Summer. It was in the fall. When first day of fall for about a week, it had Indian Summer because the weather was hot. But then they found out it was offensive to Indians because the whole theory was Indians don't tell the truth, and so it's actually fall, but it's summer weather. And so I used to work with an Indian girl at work, and she used to laugh and said, "I never heard of that. It don't offend me, but they get up and tell the Indians, that's offensive to you, so get rid of it." And they don't have it, and a lot of people never even heard of it.
I vaguely remember that, not as clear as you remember, but I do remember that. I was very young, but I do remember that a little bit.
Yeah, well, times are really changing. People just, the whole thing is that people just want to forget it, I guess. I don't know.
You know what's sad about it, too, is I mentioned it earlier that I remember when America was great. It was amazing. It was good. It was wide open. It was free. And the unfortunate thing that young people today are not going to know about that. They're going to only know America when it was a socialist society, crime everywhere, races fighting against one another. Homelessness, and they're going to just think about that, Richard. They're not going to know America the way it was when it was amazing.
Yeah, it's just too bad.
It is. They're erasing history. They're rewriting history. They're tearing down the statues and monuments. They don't want you to remember America as good, period.
Well, I'm 80, so I'm not going to be around much longer, so I don't have to. I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
These are interesting things that I think about because I was talking to my daughter, and she don't remember about the liquor store, and she don't even know what Indian summer was.
Amazing. Well, I'm glad you told her about it, and I do remember the liquor store sitting down, but I vaguely remember Indian summer. I definitely do. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Amazing.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Amazing, huh? It's so unfortunate that the history of my country is being erased and they're giving you a false history. I heard someone say, vote for Kamala Harris so you can make history. I was like, can you get any dumber than that? Who want to vote for someone just to make history? Just say, oh, we had the first black female president. You want to vote for a man that can run the country, that can work for you, not some stupid history. Everybody want a first time in history. Oh, this is the first time in history. First time in history. She ran the game and she won. First time in history. Is everything first time? 888-7753-773. Jack is a first time caller out of Georgia. Georgia on my mind. Jack, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, Jesse, how you doing?
All is well, Jack.
It's amazing.
Amazing. What
love
the?
it. I love it. What the? So I have a question for you, buddy.
Okay.
So I'm on the Instagram app, and I see a friend of mine who voted Trump in 2016. He's now voting for Kamala.
Really? And why?
Yeah. I think for working in the movie industry and working around too many women and fight us.
Well, don't be angry at him. Forgive him. He know not what he's doing. And
I'm not angry at him.
Yeah.
I'm only guessing because I replied to his story saying, white guy for Kamala with a laughing emoji. And he left me on red. So I do believe so. That's the case.
It's hard for me. Well, I do understand it, but it's amazing to me that any man would vote for Kamala Harris. I don't understand why men are so willing to have a female lead them. It just, even that alone, not to mention the lack of understanding that she has, the emptiness that she is, but the fact that she's a female, why would anybody want a female running our country? And especially a man, why would a man vote for a woman to lead them? It's mind-blowing to me. It's new.
Do you think it's because he hates his mother? So he needs another motherly role model?
100%. 100%.
So he's basically a woman.
and I don't know him personally at all, but when men vote for women, it's because they have their mother's mindset. They have her thoughts and emotions. I don't know this guy, but men normally don't. Men know that it's not the order of God, God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman. And they know women were not created to lead, but they were created to follow. And whenever you put them into a leadership position, it's going to always end up in destruction.
Love it. Thank you so much, Jesse.
All right.
Could you give me he is now a certified beta.
Beta. Well, I don't know him, so I can't say. But
I don't know if you have to say his name.
Yeah, I know that. But I know that if he voted for Kamala Harris, he'll beta. That's right. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. God bless you.
You too. Interesting times. Interesting time. 888-7753-773. Super chat. Super.
JC bought a coffee. Jesse, they used to have the Tea Party Republicans, which sounds a little bit beta. When Trump wins, we need an alpha name for the Trump Republicans. What do you think?
Well, the Tea Party Republicans, I don't know if it's our beta, because they were hated.
Indeed, they were.
They were hated.
Indeed, we were.
Yeah, we were hated by the liberals. I mean, to the max, to the point that didn't the IRS bother some of them?
Oh yeah, the Obama IRS was caught under Lois Lerner. She was a female leader, targeting the Tea Party groups.
Yeah,
and withholding their nonprofit status and all kinds of stuff. Also, they were targeting election integrity groups.
I know it was a mess, and I know that I remember the Tea Party people being attacked all the time. They would hold major rallies and functions, and they were impacting America in a good way. So I wouldn't call them beta. But I understand, though. Thank you.
There were a lot, just as there are with the Trump supporter, among Trump supporter politicians. There were a lot of Tea Party politicians who turned out to be phonies.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
Right on.
Disappointments.
Yeah.
And same thing with the so-called Trump supporter politicians. A whole bunch of them are phony as well. But Tea Party, I could imagine, because you're thinking of drinking tea with your pinky up.
Oh, that what you think?
Yeah, that might be what he's thinking. But the Tea Party just meant like the Boston Tea Party, throwing the English tea into the harbor.
Right. Yeah.
It like alpha men.
It wasn't like bring me a cup of tea. Thank you, though. Point well taken. Thank you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And thank you, JC, and thank you, guys. I do believe that is all for now.
Amazing. Let me take a quick break. When I come back, another hour to go straight to your calls. Hake is coming in with the hate news. Not the fake news, but the hake news. And I'll be back in a moment. We have a counseling service, and I have to admit, thanks to God, it is the best counseling service on this side of heaven. I counsel with men and women, families, individuals around the world. Most people are unhappy, they're miserable, they have rough lives, they're depressed, suicidal, young and old, of all races. I understand, I know why, and I do understand it. Because exactly what's happening in me is happening with everybody outside of me, inside of them. And I've noticed that with those who really, really, really want to understand, they overcome it just like that, out of one counseling session. If you need counseling, you can go to rebuildingaman.com or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Best counseling service on this side of heaven.
some serious mess going on in the world. This is the end of hour 2 already of Country and Western Tuesday. It is November 5th, Election Day, 2024 AD here in America. The lines are full, guys. JLP will be right back to the rest of your calls, and we will get to some great stories. But first, Hake News, not fake news. After the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, thehakereport.com. Live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific Time, right after JLP. And then Joel Friday TV, catch him right after Hake from 11 to 12 Pacific Standard Time here in Los Angeles. And then this evening, evening, American Anchor Baby. He may even start to stream a little bit earlier than usual, and we'll see what happens. Election night, pretty exciting. Sweet. Commie Nonsense Network, CNN reports on a power plant plot. A Tennessee man, so-called man, faces federal charges. The feds going after the whites for allegedly plotting to blow up a Nashville energy facility. An attack that, if successful, could have left thousands without power. So claims the Justice Department. More like the Injustice Department. But I'm glad they stopped him if he really wanted to do that. That's what they said on Monday, yesterday. Skyler, S-K-Y-L-E-R, Philippi, P-H-I-L-I-P-P-I. The tender age of 24 was arrested Saturday when he, quote, believed he was moments away, unquote, from launching a drone armed with explosives at an electric substation in the Nashville area, according to the far-left extremist, anti-white, anti-American DOJ news release. And that guy was wrong if he was going to do that. He's charged with attempted use of a weapon of mass destruction. I chuckle a little bit. Because, well, I mean, a drone with explosives. Wow, crazy. And attempted destruction of an energy facility. This Skyler Philippi's plan was an attempt to, quote, to further his white supremacist ideology. But the FBI had already compromised his goal. So stated the far-left extremist unchristian Attorney General Merrick Garland in a news release. The criminal complaint filed in the U.S. District Court, alleges that this Skyler Philippi guy revealed his plan to a confidential source. So shout out to the snitch or the rat or the whatever. I believe in ratting for good. Although you ratted to the evil people. But hey, you don't have much choice. Anyway, teacher scandal. A high school basketball coach and 2 assistant principals in Houston, they've been arrested in connection with an alleged teacher certification scheme. Prosecutors say more than 200 people paid to have someone else take the certification exam. Typical. And are now scattered in classrooms across Texas. Tejas. State and local education officials scrambling to track down the now certified teachers who allegedly cheated. The young people cheat nowadays, and the POCs cheat, and the ladies even cheat. No shame. Such a shame. 2 other people not employed by the school district have also been charged. Prosecutors say all 5 defendants face 2 counts of engaging in organized criminal activity. They have yet to enter pleas. There's some even whites cheating. Can you believe it? Psh, crazy. I don't know if that's in this story. I have a quote from Jason Kelce, not to be confused with Travis Kelce. I know you guys prefer to hear it Kelce, but it's actually supposed to be Kelce. Jason Kelce apologized during far-left ESPN's Monday Night Countdown after a viral video captured an interaction between the retired NFL player Jason Kelce and a heckler. I'm not proud of it. I chose to greet hate with hate, and I just don't think that's a productive thing, said Jason Kelce, who is maybe better than his brother, whiter, definitely. The fan is heard using a homophobic slur directed at Kelce and his brother Travis, about his brother Travis, who's dating T Swift. I'm James Hake, now back to JLP. Hour 3.
them strong. Face the truth about themselves to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. Welcome to the third hour of the show today. Amazing. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773. Excuse me, 888-77-JESSE. Jesse. Jesse. My biblical question for this week, and it's a doozy. Do you understand yourself? Do you understand yourself? Know thyself. If you want to be free, you got to know you. Know thyself. Do you understand yourself? We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com. JesseLeePeterson.com. .show or something. However, let me find out.
.com/show.
What?
.com/show.
Right. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. Jesse Lee Peterson. While I'm speaking, I'm trying to find this story that I heard Hate just mentioned on the news, on the Hate report, and I'm looking for it. I wanted to report it to you, and I will. You can listen to the show live on your iPhone. Yes. Your iPhone or iPad by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. It's Tuesday, and every Tuesday is and will always be Country and Western Tuesday. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back my country to me. What the? Who let the dogs out? Amazing. Hey. Amazing. I want my country back. I want my country back. It's gone. It won't be back. It won't be back. Goodbye, America. Adios. See you, senor. Bye. Let me go to, is it Ardenene? Ardene, out of Colorado. Ardene, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
How you doing today? Good?
All is well, Ardene. How you?
Good. I'm doing pretty good.
Nice.
I was wondering, you mentioned why you don't like the idea of women voting.
Right.
Which to me is like, okay. Why?
Why shouldn't women be allowed to vote?
Yeah. Why?
Oh, because women are very emotional, and they live in their imagination, and when they
here we go again.
When they vote, they always vote based on how they feel, and not what's best for the country.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about that?
Bullshit.
And why do you think it's BS?
Because no facts behind it, and explain all the wars that we've had through the centuries. Explain that one. Who started the wars?
Well, let me.
Men did. Oh my God, men started wars. Let me
respond to the facts thing about.
Okay.
If you notice that now that women are voting, we have all type of social program, daycare program.
Why? Oh, no.
Daycare.
No.
Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on.
Okay.
Daycare program, babysitting program, governmental program that we didn't have before women started voting, right? And we have wars with women. And the reason for war, there shouldn't ever be a war. But the reason for them is because men's hearts are evil, right? And so that's why we've had the wars happen.
Is that okay? Men basically don't know how to lead then, because they'll instantly go into the adrenaline and cause a war, right?
No, they go into
what an insightful vision you had right there. Men's quick action to reaction without thinking things over basically cause wars, right?
No, that's not why they cause the war. They cause war because their hearts are evil and they want money and power.
Okay. Okay.
So-called
money.
Power.
Okay. That's
why do you think that women should be allowed to vote?
Because we're smart.
And what's smart about women?
Because we look at basically what I do. That's why I listen to you. In fact, because I do it as I compare different versions before I make a decision. I always weigh all the variables, and then I go into it with an informed decision. And I don't go with just my gut reaction, which men are known to do.
But you're not telling me what's smart about women.
Huh?
What's smart about women?
Because me personally, I could speak only for myself.
But you said that women were smart, and that's why they should be able to vote. What's smart about them whereas they should be allowed to vote?
Because I do an informed vote. When I vote, I do it on informed on both sides, and I'm an independent voter. I'm not registered Democrat or Republican.
Did you vote for Trump?
And I weigh all the issues. Hell no.
See?
You got to be kidding.
That's my point.
Okay, no. Okay,
did you vote for Kamala Harris?
Yes, I did.
And why?
Because she is more for the United States of America instead of just for himself.
And why you vote for Kamala?
Because she's for the general United States of America, and she's not promoting just herself.
And she's for America in what way?
In helping all people, as much as she can. All people.
Helping all people
do
what? As much
as Congress and the House will let her. Huh?
Helping all people do what?
Have a better economy.
And so, how long has she been in
environment?
How long has she been in there already?
As a vice president, she's been in there. Which, when you want to talk about VPs, what is her main job?
How long has she been in there already?
How long? What is a vice president's main job?
How long has she been in there already? You didn't answer that.
Going on 4 years.
And what has she done to?
What has her job?
What has she done to help America?
She's been at voting for the vote when they need a vote.
Voted for the vote?
Congress.
What the?
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that mean? What
hers
has
is a
she
deciding
done
vote.
to
Did you
help
not know?
all
Did
Americans?
you not know she is
Adrian,
the deciding vote?
What's her name? Ardene?
Yeah. Did you not know that she's the deciding vote?
Ardene. I thought you
What?
were an independent thinker.
Yeah, I am.
What has she done to help America?
Okay, she's voted the deciding vote for the border bill that was passed that Trump turned down because he wanted it for political purposes,
Ardene.
so we could use it on his campaign.
Ardene.
That's what she did.
Ardene,
One thing.
What has
Let's
she
see,
done?
She did.
What has she done for America?
I told you what she did for America. You didn't listen.
But you can get a monkey to vote. That doesn't mean anything.
Trump's a monkey. That's a good one. You got one good. Okay.
So
Ardene,
now do you see that women can't think logically, and that's why you voted?
You're the one that says that he's for Trump. That's not thinking logically.
I am for Trump.
I know. That's not thinking logically.
Oh,
okay, explain to me the Citizens United Act. Explain to me that one.
What?
The Citizens United. Explain to me that.
I don't know what that is, but what does that have to do?
Exactly, my point.
What does that have to do with how the cow ate the cabbage?
My point exactly. You don't know. You're not informed. My point exactly.
But you haven't made a point. You just asked me. You haven't made a point.
Okay, no.
You haven't
made. My point is I'm explaining to you. You're not informed.
Ardene.
What?
You didn't make a point with that at all.
Yes, I
You
did.
just asked
I'm
me about-
informed. I know what Citizens United is. You don't. Isn't that sad?
That makes you smart.
How old are you? You're 72.
Ardene.
We're the same age. You were born in 52.
888-7. I let her go. 888-7753-773. I let her go. She's not listening. Let me go to Bryce. Is it Bryce? A first-time caller out of South Carolina. Bryce, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi, Jesse. Thanks for having me. How are you?
All is well. Thanks for calling.
So I just had a couple things.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen this meme, but it says apparently leaving people alone or apparently not bothering people bothers people. And I've kind of seen that play out in my own life, like in real time. I recently have cut my family off. My mom, dad, my brother in particular, I blocked him because he's just so outrageous and slanderous, disrespectful to say the least. My parents, I gave a lot of distance to, and just don't really talk to them. I don't have a need to. They don't seem to understand that. My mom particularly. But I had something happen. Like I said, I had my brother blocked, and I had a very specific question that I wanted to ask him in regards to a subject that he would know.
Right.
So I called him, and I know how he is. He's younger than me. I'm 36. So that makes him 27. He's a career student. Still don't have a degree. That's kind of besides the point, but you might be able to understand the mindset. But I get on the phone with him, and I'm like, hey, I got this question. Let's not beat around the bush. I just want to see if you know what I'm talking about. And the question that I had, he answered, and he didn't even really answer. It was touched on very briefly till he immediately moves on to just the easiest way, just begging me to leave my husband. And it was like one attack after another. Like, okay, this don't work, so he moved on to something else to push me. That didn't work, so it was just each one was worse and worse. Obviously, he's getting this information, some sort of information from my mom. I don't know, because my husband and I had talked about separating. I don't work or anything, so I'm going to have somewhere to go. And I, reach out to my mom and dad and my mom and let her know. And she was aware that could be happening. I had this gnawing feeling in me. Don't go back there. Just not to go back there. And I would have to move several states away, hundreds of miles away to go back there. But, so I guess he's getting some information from my mom. But he goes as far as saying, I'm destroying my daughter. She's 12. Said because I didn't let her try out for volleyball, which was a lie. I don't even know where he got that at. She very much did try out. And said because I didn't let her go to a dance, I was destroying her life, keeping her from having friends. And I'm just so blown away by all this. And I'm like, where is this even coming from? I know it's coming from my mom, but it's he's saying what my mom wants to say, what my mom won't say, though. It ended with him literally begging me to leave my husband and me telling him, I want to be here. I'm here because I want to be. And he's telling, oh, no, that's not true. You're just brainwashed. You don't want to be there. I'm like, how are you going to tell me what I want? And basically, I mean, it was endless. And it was just like attack after attack after attack. And the question is, I mean, I obviously feel like it's the devil pulling me back because I'm trying to do the right thing. Even if my husband and I did decide to separate, I've got to do that on my own 2 feet. I go back there, I'm be in a much worse situation. And I just kind of want all the horrible things he was saying. And it just gave me a realization that I know I'm better off without them. And basically that. But I was just, is this something that I should address or mention to my mom, or should I just kind of let it go and know that's basically kind of the end of the road?
I recommend you move on with your life and forget about them.
And that's what I'm trying to do. And for the first time in my life.
Why do you communicate with them? You don't have to communicate with them at all. You could just live your life now.
Right. And I guess that's what I should do. My dad is sick. So that's kind of the reason I left the line of communication for them open.
Why?
In case something happens to him.
Well,
because,
if something
if
happens,
he's dying, I would like to know.
But if something, you'll find out if he aspire or not.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
But you shouldn't, don't be angry at them, but just move on and live your life and not involve them in your life. You don't owe them anything. Right. You don't have any responsibility for them, no obligation. Just move on and live your life. Why not just block them from your phone and just live your life?
Well, that's what I was thinking. I just kind of wanted to see what you had to say about it. And really, for the first time in my life when that happened, I didn't feel angry. I was a little sad at the end of it because of the horrible things he was saying. But
don't let him into your business.
I didn't feel anything at all I won't anymore because I see now it's just a tactic to put something against me and pull me back in. They used to have a lot of control over me, and my husband says it's all they want. They want you back there so they can control you. And I believe that at this point. And my brother's like, you used to be this strong, independent woman before all this and that. I said, I didn't want to be. No woman wants to be strong and independent, single mom, living on your own. No woman wants that. I don't care what they say.
Yeah.
I said, I feel very, very thankful that I have a husband that takes care of things. And I don't want to go back on being a single mom and leave that. Why would anybody want to?
That's right. But let me ask.
Go ahead.
Have you forgiven your mother and father?
I have. My husband actually put me on to you, and I'd actually forgiven my mom many times, even before he ever told me I needed to. And since then, I've come on to you. I've forgiven them again.
Okay,
my mom more directly. My dad, I have forgiven him too, but my mom, I've, let her, because she's brought things up, and I've had to say, I forgive you for all that, but what bothers me today is that okay, those things wasn't the things that happened to me and that I should forgive for and things like that growing up. Those things are still happening today. My mom will buy these little short shorts for my daughter. She's 12 years old.
But why do you let your daughter around your mother?
Well, and that's the thing. She would go and spend summers with them.
Why you
because
let
we
that
live
happen?
so far away.
That's not.
Well, I'm not anymore. We've put a stop to that now. Me and my husband have said, okay, that's done. He's not her father. He's her stepfather. So, but we've come to an agreement. Okay, that's done. And I don't even think we'll go on Christmas because it's dangerous for her to be around them. And
I wouldn't even consider going there for Christmas. Why are you even thinking about that?
Well, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. My daughter brought it up. Oh, I can't wait. Just a couple days ago. I can't wait to go to Nana and Papa's for Christmas. And I didn't even say, I was like, oh, how am I going to tell her we ain't going?
Like this.
And
we're
she's
not
going
going
to sit here and be bored.
Just say we're not going over there anymore.
Well, she's asked to call them, and I've had to tell her no.
Right.
So, that conversation with her is coming. I was just trying to work myself up to that.
Do you still have anger?
Yeah, I do. I'm definitely not out of the fallen state. I do feel like a lot of this is like the devil trying to pull me back in. And even because I'm even having thoughts of things that I've done throughout my life that I never even thought about.
And where are you getting those thoughts from?
Well, obviously from the devil, and that's what I was about to say. It's like the devil saying, oh, you can't be holy because you remember you did this. You can't be holy. You did this. So I'm trying to, do the silent prayer and...
Are you doing it?
Kind of react. I don't do it every day. I need to. I don't do it every day, no.
And why not?
I don't even know. Laziness, I guess.
What?
Stubbornness. Lazy, stubborn. I don't know.
Because
I should.
If you didn't love your misery, you would be doing the silent prayer every day so you could stay present rather than being in your head thinking about the past or the future. That's where the devil want you. He want you in the imagination. You're not working on yourself, Bryce.
Well, I'm trying. I guess I thought I was.
You're not trying. You're not doing the silent prayer. You're not staying present. You still have anger. You're not blocking your folks from your phone. You don't have to have them on your phone at all to communicate with them at all.
You're absolutely
and you
right.
still have anger.
Well, I don't expect it all to kind of go away at once.
Why not?
Was that how it works?
Are you expecting not to go away at once?
No, that's not it. I'm saying I just think it's like a gradual process.
But how would you know if you're not working on yourself? You're still listening to the devil. All thoughts, all lies, all the time.
I catch myself doing that, and I just kind of tell myself sometimes out loud, all thoughts are all lies all the time, to kind of bring myself back to present. And so I find myself doing that. And the silent prayer, it's like I have so many racing thoughts that it's hard.
But that's why you do the silent prayer, so you can see those thoughts. And if you see them, when you see them, you're not in them. But when you don't see them, you're in them. And that's where the problem is. You believe you're your thoughts. So that's why you should be doing the silent prayer, so you can see the number of thoughts that you're having.
I definitely, I will definitely start doing that more to be check on myself. I need to do it twice a day, like you recommend.
I promise you that if you did the silent prayer, you stay present, and so in your head, you drop the anger, you would not even think about what other people are thinking or saying or doing.
Yeah.
Your folks wouldn't even be on your mind.
Yeah, my mom has just guilted me so much.
But if you forgive
throughout
her...
my whole life.
I know, but if you forgive her, you will forget it. Forgive means to forget.
And that's another thing. I have forgiven her. I've said it out loud. I've put it in text.
But then if you were forgiving her, she wouldn't be bothering you. You wouldn't be... She would not be able to get to you the way she is right now.
And I guess the reason why it does get to me is because I still allow her in my life, and things happen in the present time, like, the crap with my daughter and things like that, things that they might say to her.
But it's your fault that you're letting her into your life. It's your fault that you send your daughter over there. It's your fault. You can't blame your mother for that.
I know. I don't at all. So, it is my fault. And and that's another thing. I hold on to guilt, feeling like I've messed my daughter up just by letting her go over there.
And who's telling you that?
The devil.
So why are you worshiping the devil?
Well, I don't. God knows I don't mean to. I don't try to. It's just, I guess, kind of my addiction in life is kind of being in my head, and I didn't notice that or realize that until recent times, maybe 6 months ago. I think, they say everybody's got an addiction. I think mine has been in my head.
It's not it's not an addiction. You are lost. You are lost in your imagination and thoughts.
Yeah. I just keep, I focus on everything that's happened to me.
And you know why, right?
I don't.
You love it.
I guess.
No, you do. You love the thrill of being angry at your mother. You love the thrill of arguing with your brother. You love the thrill of not telling your daughter she's not going back over there anymore because grandma is evil. You love the thrill of everything you're going through because if you didn't love it, you would drop it.
You're absolutely right.
You love the thrill of it.
Is that something I should tell my daughter?
Yeah.
I've been refraining from telling because I don't want to distort that image for her. I want her to come to that conclusion herself.
It's a false image.
Well, it is, but I mean, I don't want to be the one telling her grandma's evil.
Why not?
I don't mind it because I do believe she is. But I don't know if my daughter understands at 12 years old the concept of evil.
At 12?
I mean, at 12 years old, I think something evil is a murderous person or something like that.
No.
That's what I thought.
Anyone that has anger is evil. Anyone that has anger is a murderer.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. Well, you broke it down perfectly for me, and I think I know what I got to do is just block them all and just move on with my life.
But didn't your husband tell you the same thing?
Yeah, he did.
Why not obey him?
Well, I mean, he hasn't told me to block them. He don't want to tell me to cut off my parents, I'm sure. But he does tell me they're evil.
And why don't you obey him then?
Well, I do. I don't talk to them.
Why don't you listen to your husband? You're not listening to your husband. You're not listening to God. You're not listening to your husband. You're listening to Satan. Why? Why will you continue to listen to Satan?
I guess thinking I know something better. It's my family. I know that they're not really like that. He don't know them the way I do. It's probably deep. What's in my head is what I'm thinking.
So you still believe in the lie, right?
And two, it's just if something does happen, to have somebody to fall back on.
Hey,
I'm listening.
Don't do if something should happen. Trust God, and God will be with you.
Yeah, and I've tried to do that. And
no, you're not. You're not trying that. You are not doing the silent prayer every day. You're not watching those thoughts, and you're not dropping your anger, and you're still listening to thoughts.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your honesty.
Stop loving your misery. You love being upset at them. You love it when you're arguing with your brother. You love it. You just love it when your brother talks to you that way. It makes you feel something, and that makes you feel like you're better. It makes you feel something. That's evil.
It does make me feel, if I'm being honest, it does make me feel like I'm better because I know. Like
Hold on.
He's saying I wouldn't slander.
Hold on. Let me take a quick break. Back in a moment. Hold on.
And the treasure chest?
Oh, yeah, the treasure chest is now open on D Live. Thank you. Now, I totally disagree with the way things are going, but you can't be angry because that's what the enemy wants. He wants to control you. They do things to make you mad so they can control you. It's like being married, and the wife would do things to make you mad, or she'll do things to make you feel good. And men do that to women too when they want something from the woman, especially sex. They'll make her feel good, or they'll make her angry. And the woman's gonna have to say, you don't want to be angry. You want to speak up. You want to disagree with what's going on. It's wrong, but do not be angry. Then you won't have fear. You won't have doubt. You won't have worries. You'll be able to see, but you got to stay away from anger. That's why you must forgive your mothers and your fathers so that you can overcome the spirit of anger. It's a spirit and it's wicked. Nothing good in anger because it has no love, folks. You need love to defeat evil. And love is not a weakness. It's a strength. It's from God. It's His nature. Okay, 888-7753-773. The Hake Report is coming up at the top of this hour. The Hake, H-A-K-E report.com. And Hake has a guest today on the Hake Report. He will be talking with T. Diddy. No, not T. Diddy. Who is it? Oh, Third Rail with Omar. Hake will be not T. Diddy, but Third Rail with Omar on the Hake Report today from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific time. Check it out. And then at 11 a.m., Joel Friday TV. Joel Friday TV, saving souls, all in the name. Is in the blood. He black. And at 4 p.m., the American Anchor Baby. At 4 p.m. And the American Anchor Baby has a guest today. He going to be talking with T. Diddy's daddy. No, not T. Diddy daddy. Who are you talking to?
He goes by Hitler Hated Christ.
Hitler Hated Christ?
Yeah.
What the?
That's his name on Twitter.
He's going to be talking with Hitler Hated. That's the name of Hitler Hated Christ?
Correct.
At 4 p.m. today. Sound excited, huh? What the? So check them all out. All right. 888-7753-773. Let me go quickly back to Bryce out of South Carolina. Bryce.
Yes.
Here's what I recommend. Do what you want, but I recommend. You got to calm down.
Yeah.
Stop speaking so fast and so excited and so emotional.
Well, I'm a little bit nervous on the phone today, so I
Okay.
apologize for that.
Yeah, relax. And then make sure you realize your mother could not help herself. And forgive her. Hold no anger toward her or your father or anyone, your brother or anyone. Do not be angry. They couldn't help themselves as you cannot help yourself, right?
Right.
And then you don't need to forgive anymore because once you forgave, you're done with that. And do the silent... I'm sorry?
Go ahead. I feel like I have to just literally leave them and not speak to them in order to overcome this because...
No, you have to forgive and you're done that. And just go live your life. It's the forgiveness that makes you free and stand out of the thoughts. That's what makes you free. Because you can move to West Hell, and if you still be angry at them, they still have control over you.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's not their fault that you allow them to control you like this. You're letting this happen. You don't want to talk to your brother. You don't want to get upset. You're the one angry. You can't blame anyone for what's happening in your world. This is inside of you. All of your issues are inside of you. They're not outside. They're in you, and no one is to blame but you.
Yeah. That's absolutely right.
So do what you want, but I would just keep them. Don't be calling them. Don't answer their calls. And don't be angry. And just go live your life. And you said your husband, you and your husband are breaking up or something?
No, I think we've kind of moved past that and moving forward. But, you know, there was times where that was talked about.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, I mentioned it to my mom because I thought I was going to have to go back there.
But see, if you were to stay present, you would never think about going backwards. There is no back.
Right.
There is no backward to go to. But you're listening to the devil. You still believe thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So work on that, all right? Work on your thoughts.
I definitely am. I'm going to follow your advice, and because I know deep down that's what's best. I know that's how I need to move forward. I've already removed myself from all social media and stuff to try and not be triggered or influenced by anything. So
yeah,
that's the next step.
Right. Absolutely. And just live your life and let the world go by. Don't even think about the world and people of the world, because human beings are evil, and they love making other people evil because they're feeling that, and they love the thrill. They're miserable thrills, and they love inflicting thrills upon other people so they can feel alive. It's not real, but that's what they feel is evil. So just go and live your life. You and your husband, your kid, and live your life.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's the only way for real happiness and peace.
The only way for happiness and peace is to live your life and overcome the imagination, overcome anger.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I appreciate it, Jesse. I appreciate you kind of putting me in my place and being honest.
And stay with the silent prayer.
I definitely will. I appreciate it.
And you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. 888-7753-773. Let me quickly give you the story. Hate mentioned it in the hate news, and I wanted to give it to you earlier, but I took the calls and everything. And I'm wondering, is this happening all over my country? Because now, if you're white, you're not, they don't want you in these positions. They want people who are not qualified, right? Based on color and gender and all that mess. According to, this is from KPRC2. Harris County District Attorney announced criminal charges Monday against 5 people accused of participating in a teacher's certification cheating scam that allowed unqualified teachers to work in local school district. Watch this from KPRC2.
3 Harris County mugshots for Houston ISD educators charged with engaging in organized crime for an alleged teacher certification scheme. The Harris County DA alleges the statewide effort led by Booker T. Washington basketball coach Vincent Grayson. Court records state Grayson intentionally and knowingly made false entry in a governmental record, namely a Pearson VUE Texas educator certification examination. Pearson is one of 2 test vendors the state uses. According to the company's online promotional video, they have several safeguards around its testing centers to prevent events like this.
Many programs require 2 forms of ID. For example, a passport, driver's license, or credit card.
Now you see why you're losing your country, white people? I tremble at the idea that eventually white people will be the minority in this country. It's over. It's just over. They look black to me, those people. I don't know, but they look black to me. I could be wrong. Here are comments from the test vendor company and Harris County Assistant District Attorney from KPRC2.
The company spokesperson tells KPRC2 public trust is paramount, adding they are committed to integrity and professional certification and licensure testing and actively monitor, investigate, and report suspicious activity or anomalies to our customers. Their customer, in this case, the Texas Education Agency, which didn't comment on our specific questions regarding this video.
It's very troubling, right? Because a teacher, especially teachers and coaches who help influence children's behavior, we count on them for their moral compass, right? A part of what they do goes beyond their mastery of their subject matter.
I'd just like to remind everyone that my client is innocent until proven guilty, and we look forward to hearing more about the state's evidence, and we look forward to challenging that evidence, and so that Ms. Roberts can have her day in court.
Amazing. My country's gone. Ever since they started, isn't that called DEI? Something like that, where you don't have to qualify. It used to be called reparations, affirmative action, reparation, and now it's called DEI. Isn't that amazing? My country's not coming back. It's not even, it feels weird to fly now, because you don't know if the plane going to fall apart or not. Because they let all the air traffic controllers in that are not qualified, and they took out the white man who is qualified and put in the non-qualified people in the military and everywhere. 888, so bye. You have a chance today to decide which way you want your country to go. Continue downhill to destruction, or return to being amazing. 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 Let me go quickly. It's funny they use Booker T. Washington name, and Booker T. Washington totally. It said Booker T. Washington. Oh, my producer tell me the Booker T. Washington, huh? The Booker T. Washington High School coach was identified as the kingpin of the scheme. What the? Ain't no way Booker T would want this. Zero. You were anything but this. Let me go quickly to the phone. Mark out of Florida. Mark, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hola, Jesse. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás?
Sí.
Mucho gusto.
Amazing. Gracias.
How you doing today, Jesse?
All this way. Mark, hold on. Your phone making a lot of noise. Hold on. Don't hang up. Derek, check it out. Super chat.
Super chats. Gregatron bought 3 coffees. I don't know about you people, but I'm ready for the great white hope to come back. I think it's his destiny.
I hope so.
The man was shot twice impeached. They tried to cut his money off. They sue him for breathing air. He has a mugshot. He worked at McDonald's and drove a garbage truck. Trump must win.
Amazing. Absolutely. Thank you. I saw a little clip of Trump, and he was saying, they tell me that God meant for me to be doing this. That's why I wasn't hurt. God meant for me to be doing this. And that's why I made it through. And I'm thinking that he might be right. I know there's something different about it that you don't see in most people on this earth. Really. I've never seen anyone endure in the way that Donald Trump has. It's mind-blowing. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Gregatron, for your 3 coffees. Ariadne J. also got 3 coffees. To the emotional old idiot, Ardene. If she did her own research, since women been in power, we've been in more wars, no such thing as women in control, then there will be peace. 19th Amendment should be revoked. Harris did nothing while in office. The dummy was appointed. How do you vote for a party who didn't even fairly have her debate and be voted in to be considered for a presidential candidate?
No, I don't want to call her names or anything, but she meant well. She said she was independent and vote for. How can an independent vote for Kamala Harris? Doesn't independent supposed to mean you think for yourself?
Supposedly.
Right.
So they claim.
How did thinking for yourself cause you to vote for Kamala Harris?
I have no idea. I'm chuckling at the American flag draped over your horse.
I know. Make America great again.
And the Jesse action figure looks tougher with the cowboy hat than with the Santa Claus hat.
Oh, yeah, he did have a Santa Claus hat earlier.
It just felt too soon.
Yeah, too soon for Santa Claus.
Not too soon for Hake. But right on.
We haven't had Thanksgiving yet.
I know.
What now?
Yeah, it's supposed to be right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you.
Ariadne J.
Yeah, thank you.
Tony bought a coffee after deliberate consideration and contemplation. Women should not vote. For example, because she voted for the vote. Now that's a smart woman.
That didn't even make sense. She voted for the vote. What?
She didn't even vote for that border bill. That would have only been a tie-breaking vote. She didn't vote.
I was surprised when she said she voted for Kamala. I thought she was going to say she didn't vote at all. If she didn't vote for Trump, she just didn't vote at all.
Yeah.
She proved my point that women are too emotional.
Indeed.
They don't make good decisions. Amazing. Thank you.
Angban Art bought a coffee. Sometimes we wish all this evil was not real and never happened. And so do all who face such times. But that is not for them to decide.
Yeah.
All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that every human being is evil. Every human being. Until they start working on themselves and overcome that. Every human being is evil and don't know it. It's unfortunate that you don't know that evil is working through you. And that it is causing you to think, feel, and do the things that you do. It's not you. Isn't that like mind-blowing?
It is.
It's not you at all. It's not you at all. But you think it's you. Every human, that's why Christ said, everyone must be born again of the Spirit of the Father. You must return to the Father. To overcome the spirit of evil that came through your mother and return to the Spirit of God. And you can have an amazing life right here. Amazing. Thank you.
Woozy with a Rumble rant. A man's vote used to represent his household.
Yeah.
Allowing women to vote was a nefarious first step toward destroying the family. Now look at all the miserable independent women running around. What the?
God help us all. God bless America. Amazing. Thank you.
Nick LeBoy with the Rumble rant. Jesse, that caller Arlene proves your point about how women are emotional with her debate with you. I bet she has 20 cats and a dude haircut. Laughing face emoji with tears. Trump 2024.
Amazing. Thank you.
Shout out to the top contributors on the D-Live crew. Games for Rec, Fatty Wat, Aries 1, Cactus Eater Bear, Kid Combo 1.0, and the rest of the supporters over there. Thank you kindly. And thank you, guys. I do believe that is all for now.
Amazing. Thank you. Nice. Let me go back to the busy phones. Did Mark hang up? Yeah, apparently. Huh?
Apparently.
Oh, okay. Mark, get your phone right, buddy. Let me go to Rick out of Hampton, Virginia.
Jesse! Hey, Jesse!
Rick, turn your music down.
Jesse, can you hear me now?
Are you at a party?
No, I'm in my work truck, my friend.
Oh, nice. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Wow. Hey, Jesse, what do you think about the election tonight, man? Is it going to be close, a landslide, or a tsunami?
To be honest with you, Rick, I really don't know. I'm waiting. I'm having a wait-and-see attitude about it because at this point, I don't know. Because I don't trust the polls. I don't trust the so-called experts who's supposed to be telling us what's going on. And so I went and cast my vote, and I'm just having a wait and see attitude. How about you?
You know, oh man, you know, what all what President Trump went through, I'd love to see him win by a landslide. That way they can't steal it. When it's close, they can steal it. But if it's a tsunami or a landslide, it'd be hard for them to try and steal it.
How do you feel? What do you think going to happen? Who's going to win?
You know, Jesse. My gut feeling say Trump will win, but
and if he doesn't, will you riot?
Oh no!
Oh, good. Don't riot.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue with life. You know, God's my provider, but I would like for President Trump to win because he support more godly values to me.
Did you vote already?
Oh yes, sir. I voted last month. I voted for Trump 2024. Oh, the way.
What godly values? You said that he. You said that. Wait, Rick. Did you say that he support more godly value that you
yes,
can
what
relate
I mean
to?
like that. Yeah, like for example, Vice President Kamala Harris supports abortion all the way to the end. She's for same-sex marriage. She's for transgenders competing in women's sport.
But what godly values does Trump support that you can relate to?
Well, he's against transgenders, and he's not for same-sex marriage. Now, abortion, I like the way he did that issue. Just give it to the state.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a good decision. You know, like it should be a state issue, not a federal. And
it's funny when the reason I ask because in all honesty, I never think about Trump values at all. It's funny. I mean, not funny, but it's interesting. When I think of Trump, I think of him that he can make America better as far as job and low taxes.
Right.
I think that we will have a stronger military. We will be respected again around the world. Jobs will come back. I think of Trump in that way and doing those things. I never think of him as in a moral way at all, or not moral. I don't think that his values are my values and my values are his values. I think of him working for me instead of what he believed. It's interesting. That's when I ask you that.
Well, you know what? And right along those things you said too, Jesse, I consider that as well. Because let's say like when you go back with Biden and Harris, how they did in COVID, I like, man, they was Chicago was putting preachers in jail that kept service open. All, you know, in the name of Biden and them overreacting to the COVID, or the Chinese virus, as you call it.
Well, my thing is, it is a Chinese virus. I don't know why people don't call it a Chinese virus. It's from China. But my thing is, they left our borders wide open, and
exactly,
and they were giving all our money to Ukraine, and we were begging our government to shut the borders, protect the American citizens. And they just refused to do it. They just kept giving the money to everybody but America. They weren't doing anything. They let the inmates out of prisons. They stopped police from functioning. They did everything bad for the country, nothing good.
You know what, Jesse? And all those things you named is what we should consider. But when you're talking to most blacks, all you look at is character. You can look at what the media, to me, has destroyed Trump's character. That's all they know, and that's what they go by. I say, okay, you talking about Trump personally? What policies did he push that wasn't bad? I mean, all the policies Kamala Harris put, like you said, open borders, and then she'll like say, we're gonna fix the borders now. Just enforce the border law.
Right, she's been there forever. Why didn't they fix it already?
Right, I can't get it.
Is your wife voting for Trump?
Yes, sir. Trump 2024. Oh, the way.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean,
amazing.
I like to see him. Hey, y'all gonna have an election party, man, or y'all just gonna just have a wait to see attitude?
We're gonna get drunk and party up in here.
Hey, you got that? You got.
No, I'm playing. We're not getting drunk.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just going along with it. But let me ask though, Jesse. On the same
How do you
note,
know? How do you know your wife is not gonna go in there and secretly vote for Kamala?
I believe she gonna go because my wife don't like abortion, and same-sex marriage, transgenders compete in women's sports.
Remember, Kamala told the wife, don't let the husband know. They did
what? I didn't even know she said that.
Well, I don't know if she said it personally, but they did an ad like that. They showed these women pretending that they were going to vote for Trump, and when they went into the voting booth, they voted for Kamala. And they pretended that they voted for
well, you know what?
The Great White Hope.
The people that vote for them, they get what they pay for. I'm going to tell you here in Hampton, Virginia, and Newport News, Virginia, right where the black area is there, it seems like everybody's struggling. Houses are looking run down. And just about all the neighborhoods have parents and walks in their yard.
That's amazing.
I said they've been ran by Democrats. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I got to run, but the clock's going to cut us off.
All right, man. Well, love you, Justin,
Love
man.
you too.
Keep up the good work.
You too,
Everybody
buddy.
Gonna listen to the Justin Lee Peterson from Knowledge Today, bro.
That's right. Thanks for your call. Call me again.
Yes, sir. Will do.
All right, buddy. I am so out of time. The Hake Report is coming up now. He has a guest. And then at 11 a.m. after the Hake, Joel Friday TV. He black. And then at 4 p.m., the American Anchor Baby. He has a guest. It's going to be a busy day. You're going to be stuck by the radio all day. Or at least, if not, listen on your headset so you can move about. Thank you all for your super chats and your support. Remember, do not overreact today, all right, or tomorrow at any point. Have a wait and see, and do not overreact no matter what the outcome is in this election. Josh, a first-time caller out of Wisconsin. John out of Indiana. Renee out of Texas. And Dee out of Illinois. I am so out of time. Tomorrow is Manhood Hour. Have a good day, y'all. And don't overreact. Don't be mad. Have a wait and see, and whatever happens. But just make sure you go vote. All right? And hopefully for the Great White Hope. What's that baseball guy name?
Joe Namath?
No, that's running for the election, boy.
I don't know. Nick might know.
What's his name, Nick?
Garvey?
Yeah, Steve Garvey.
Oh, Steve Garvey. I'm going to vote for him.
For Steve Garvey here in California. Vote for Steve.
Nice.
And turn California red again.
Send Nancy Pelosi home.
Send her on retirement. All right, thank you all. Bye. I read or heard that some Republicans are starting to pull their advertisements from Google or whomever, right? Because so many conservatives are being shut down, discriminated against, shadow banned, and all that kind of stuff. So conservatives are starting to fight back. It is happening to us too. I'm just taking it one day at a time. But you can go to JLPtalk.com and find all the ways to support us. You can check out rebuildingdemand.com and support our nonprofit organization. You can call 800-411-BOND, 800-411-2663. And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share, and Sunny. And also, we have thefallerstate.tv. Ring the bell.
I just wanted to say that I've been listening to you for a few years now, and when you talk about the illusion of racism and how it's just a divisive tool that the media uses, and it's just good and evil.
Yes.
And that's what we got to focus on. It really has changed my life. My perspective is totally different now. I'm more calm. I'm more peaceful. When you talk about forgiving your mother and letting go of that hate, and it just transforms you. So I just want to thank you for that and let you know that, you really are doing God's work by waking people up with this message.
Amazing, Aaron. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sure. I can hear the angels in heaven singing right now. They're rejoicing. That's amazing. Stay with the silent prayer. Speak up, don't resent, and doubt every thought. And Aaron, you have not seen anything.